Hello! Unfortunately the festive season is over, but I'm clinging onto it with every fibre of my being, so I'm doing my what I got for Christmas video, so I can talk about Christmas and presents and things and like just lie to myself that it's not January, so yay! The biggest thing I got this Christmas was my Cineworld Unlimited card, which excites me very much. It means that I can just go to the cinema as many times as I want. It's like a membership card and you prepay it. My mom prepaid it because it was my present. And basically you take that card to any Cineworld cinema and you can just see films for free as many times as you want, and you get discounts on food. It's literally, it's heaven. I've used it like twice already and it's only the 3rd of January, so I'm very happy with it. I'll start off talking about books because that's primarily what I do on this channel. So the first book I got for Christmas was The Language of Thorns by Leigh Bardugo, and if you don't know what this is, it's a series of fairy tales and kind of folk tales, I guess, set in the Grisha universe. And the Grisha universe is what oh my god, what's it called? Shadow and Bone? Smoke and Bone? No, this is so bad. What is it called? Shadow and Bone trilogy and Six of Crows duology. That's the Grishaverse, that's all set there, and basically these are the kind of folk tales and fairy tales that the characters in those books grew up hearing, and the kind of stories I think in this influenced their decisions in the books. I think I've explained that terribly, but basically it's just fairy tales set in a mythical land, so what else wouldn't you want from it? Words are not my friend today, apparently. Next I got the new Magnus Chase book, which is Magnus Chase and the Ship of the Dead, and if you know me at all, I'm just obsessed with everything that Rick Riordan does. I love mythology, Greek, Roman, Norse. I've had trouble saying that word in the past, so be very proud of me. And this is, I think, it's the final book in this trilogy, but then the characters appear in his other series that's ongoing, so I'm not too sad about it ending, to be honest. I think, honestly, Rick Riordan should keep going forever, and if he doesn't, I'll be very upset. But yeah, I'm really excited to read this and see all the familiar faces and, you know, just exciting adventures. These books are so easy to read for me, like I just race through them. They're just so exciting and fun and light, and I love them so much. Next, from my parents, I got Secrets for the Mad by Dodie, or Doddle Oddle on YouTube, and I think it's just like, I really wanted this because it stood out to me from kind of the other YouTuber books, I guess, because this is a kind of series of short essays and poems and lyrics, and I love Dodie's original songs, and I love Dodie just as a character on YouTube. She's always got really great content, like giving advice and telling stories about her life, and she always has an interesting thing to say. And I've had a flick through already. This has some beautiful like photos and illustrations and poems and all like the stuff that I love about Dodie's channel just kind of condensed into a book, so I'm really excited to read this. And the last book I got was Mythos by Stephen Fry, which I was surprised about because I didn't ask for it, but like I've had a flick through and it's totally up my street, and literally it's just like Greek myths and ancient myths retold by Stephen Fry, and as I've literally just said, I love mythology, so I'm so excited to read this. Next, on to graphic novels. I got volume 5 and 6 of Giant Days, and I've already read them. I read them both on Christmas Day, one after the other, because I'm just addicted to the series. It's so much fun. Like I understand that people have differing opinions, and if you have a different opinion to me, that's fine, but I struggle to believe that anyone would actually dislike this. I mean, the characters are so vibrant, it's so much fun, but it also doesn't skirt away from kind of hardships. It basically just follows 3 girls at university and their kind of ups and downs and their life together in the UK, and it's just really sweet and really fun, and I just love it so much. It's so good. And then I got Paper Girls Volume 2, and I put this on my list because I really enjoyed Paper Girls Volume 1, but I gotta admit I don't really remember much of the plot. Well, I remember the plot, but I don't remember like where the story left off, and I think this just picks up right where the other one left off, which makes sense, but I need to kind of catch up on the first one and then I'll read this one. So yeah, I'm really excited. I love the art in this, and it's very Stranger Things vibes. I made a video about like what to read and listen to and watch and stuff if you're like having Stranger Things withdrawals, and I put this like on the top of my list because it's very much that style. It's set in the 80s and friendship and drama and dark things and stuff, so definitely check this out if you like Stranger Things. And then my friend B got me Black Hole by Charles Burns, and this is like her favourite graphic novel. She's wanted me to read it for ages, so it's definitely high on my list for 2018. See, I'm living in the past. And then just quickly before I go on to films, I'll just talk about what I don't really talk about on the channel ever, is music. So I got Haim, their new album, Something to Tell You. Oh my god, that's reflective as hell. For Christmas, and I love this album. It's like, I think one of the best of last year. I think it was released last year. Yeah, anyway, it's so good. It just never fails to put my god, I cannot speak. It never fails to put a smile on my face. The album itself is so sunny. I don't like physical sunshine. Like, you just feel like it's summer and you're ready to do anything. It's brilliant. I love it. And then I got the soundtrack to Baby Driver because that was one of my favourite films of last year. And yeah, it's just really good. Yeah. And lastly, on to films. Baby Driver, obviously, because I just said that was one of my faves. I know this is like, it's hard because I didn't know whether to get this because I saw the film obviously before all the Kevin Spacey drama happened, and then the DVD came out after all the Kevin Spacey controversy stuff happened, and obviously I don't want to support Kevin Spacey in any way, and I don't support Kevin Spacey in any way. But I still asked for the film because I think Edgar Wright said in an interview as well that there are so many other people who worked in this film and they put so much time and creativity and hard work into it, and it's not fair to just completely discount it because of one person's stupid actions and like awfulness. So that's kind of where I stand on that. Yeah, so I still can enjoy the film, but it is like a little bit not tainted, but just like I don't enjoy seeing him on screen anymore. But the rest of the film is like artistically beautiful, like cinematography, the way it's crafted, the music, the editing, everything is just really slick and really kind of inspirational for me, because that's kind of obviously what the field I want to go into is filmmaking. So it's important for me to kind of have this film, but again, there's like caveats with that. So the next one I got was Free Fire, which I really liked, which was one, I don't know if I put it on my top 10 list, which I should be filming soon because it's already January and I need to like get a move on. But yeah, I really enjoy this. It's just fun. It's basically like an hour and a half long, or maybe slightly longer, shootout between different parties and no one really knows what side they're on, and it's kind of chaos incarnate, but it's so much fun and all the actors are really good in it. It's got Brie Larson and Armie Hammer and like Cillian Murphy and everyone, and they're all very good in it. So yeah. And Spider-Man Homecoming, which I loved. I saw this in a cinema 3 times because I'm obsessed with Spider-Man. It's like my favourite Marvel thing at the moment, and I really liked what they did with this movie. I liked the Andrew Garfield ones, but this was on like a different level. I think this film, as well as being a good superhero film, it can also just stand up on its own like as a good film, because they really worked on the characters and they kind of gave it like a teenage movie vibe. Like, I think the director described it as like John Hughes meets Spider-Man, which I kind of got that vibe as well. So I think like it stands up on its own outside of the Marvel canon, which I think is really interesting, and I thought everyone's like performance in it was great. It had a really good energy and I just really enjoyed it. And lastly, I got Wonder Woman because how could I not, and I loved this movie so much. I know like it's not a perfect film and DC has like a lot of work to do, and the last act is pretty shit. Like everything with the villain is just not fun, but all the lead up and like Gal Gadot's performance and everything in it is just makes me very happy to see women on screen, directed by a woman as well. It's just very important and I wanted to support it, and I just really enjoy it as well. So yeah. So yeah, I hope you had a really good Christmas if you celebrate it, and if you don't, I hope you just had a good rest from school and work and uni or whatever you're up to in life at the moment. And yeah, I should be doing my top 10 films and books of the year soon. And that will be up soon-ish. Yeah. As always, if you've read any of the stuff that I got or watched stuff, wait, no. I've watched the stuff, so you don't have to tell me to watch it, but if you want to recommend like which books and stuff to start with, if you've read ones, and oh, I don't know, this is like turning into a mess. Basically, thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon with another video. Bye.